So today's news comes from the Cosmic Wonder, and apparently, they're talking about how Bryce Dallas Howard could be playing Mrs. Fantastic. Of course, the Fantastic Four movie is being rumored. It's in a movie very excited. Now, I am gonna clarify this is coming from the Cosmic Wonder. He's not exactly been the most. He's not a scooper. He does get sent stuff sometimes, but he's not a scooper per se. But I am gonna talk about this because why not? So, uh, what he basically says. Now, we're not going to go through the video because there really isn't any need because he does just say quick information and that's about it. In the report, so basically, we all know recently John Watts had to step down from Fantastic Four. He said that he was, exhausted because he did recently direct Spider Man No Way Home. He had directed the previous Spider Man Homecoming movies and he was casted to direct Fantastic Four, but he stepped down because of his exhaustion. And I'm gonna spoil Multiverse of Madness. So if you haven't seen the movie, I'm gonna spoil it. John Krasinski shows up as Mr. Fantastic. It was this big deal. It was besides Patrick Stewart's Charles Xavier. It was like the big pop in the movie. Of course, it's been fan casted for years now. I love John Krasinski as an actor. He's great as Jack Ryan. I think the Quiet Place movies are freaking masterpieces, and he is one of the stars in my favorite show of all time, The Office, as Jim Halpert. But a lot of people wanted to fan cast him, but not only just fan cast him as the character, they also want him to direct it. But in this video, apparently, what Cosmic Wonder says is that apparently there are talks he could direct, but the major talk is that he's going to be casted as Mr. Fantastic. But the big thing I'm really taking away from this is Bryce Dallas Howard possibly directing the Fantastic Four movie. But of course, the big thing is that she's going to be casted as Invisible Woman. Now, from he does say there's ideas, but he says the main idea is John Krasinski will direct and star as Mr. Fantastic in the Fantastic Four movie, while Bryce Dallas Howard will play Invisible Woman. But he also says in this video that there might be the idea that Bryce Dallas Howard directs it. Now, Bryce Dallas Howard did the impossible, and he got a bunch of. I mean, not he. She got Star Wars fans who are not all of them, obviously. I'm in the Star Wars fandom, so obviously I don't put myself in this. But the Star Wars fandom, let's not deny it, has a lot of sexist pieces of crap. And the fact that she came in, impressed everyone with her episode of The Mandalorian, then of course she impressed everyone even more by her episode in Book of Boba Fett, because let's not deny it, in Book of Boba Fett, probably the most popular episode in the series is the episode that she directed, which is a Mandalorian episode, really. But a lot of people want her to do a big movie, whether it's, I mean, what I see most is her doing a Star Wars movie. But if she does Marvel, that's great, man. And of course, she's going to be in Jurassic World Dominion, which is my second most anticipated movie of this year. My number one anticipated movie is still Avatar 2, The Way of Water. But this is interesting casting. Now, I don't fan cast. I don't really like doing any of the fan casting. But, I've always said this. You always got to cast talented actors and actresses. That's the number one thing. You always get somebody who's talented. I don't care what the actor looks like, as long as you get somebody that fits the role perfectly for whatever the script wants it to do. And Bryce Dallas Howard, she's a talented actress. She has proven time and time again she's a talented actress. So to see her casted as possibly, and again, this is rumor. This is not facts right now. It may be facts, but we don't know that yet. But it is being rumored that she could play the Invisible Woman and possibly direct. Now, if I was to say which one, it's crazy because both of these options are great. One, I'm talking more about the director. Casting wise, they're both great casts. But when I'm talking about the director's chair, honestly, ever since Chloe Zhao's Eternals movies, which you guys know that the Eternals is my favorite Marvel Cinematic Universe movie of all time. Yes, I know that's unpopular, but I'm still going to say it. Ever since Chloe Zhao's Eternal, I feel like the MCU is now starting to allow directors put their vision as a priority in the movie, because Kevin Feige, I love the Kevin Feige formula. He has proven time and time again how great of a producer he is. Of course, he did the impossible and created a franchise with over 30 movies and however many Disney Plus spin-off series. He's done the impossible, but I've always wanted directors to get more of their vision. Now, we have seen a little bit, of course, with James Gunn in Guardians of the Galaxy, We got to see that, of course, with Chloe Zhao's Eternals, which I still debate to this day that the reason why a lot of people hate Eternals is because it felt more Chloe Zhao-ish rather than Marvel-ish. But it's all subjective. So honestly, even if you feel that way, I'm not going to count you out. But after watching Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, feeling that this was a pure Sam Raimi movie for at least 70% of the runtime, I'm excited to see what Marvel does. Um, and a lot of these movies don't ever feel like they're made by directors. They feel like they're made by committees. Even though I love the Marvel Cinematic Universe, my big criticism is you don't allow your filmmakers to really create the film. And so to me, having either Bryce Dallas Howard and especially John Krasinski, who, of course, the two Quiet Place movies are incredibly well done, and they barely even have any dialogue. That's kind of crazy to think. A movie with very few, two movies with very little dialogue, are incredible movies. That's an impressive feat. But both of these have shown, they've proven already that they can do great sci-fi. They can do great movies, and so to me, I actually like either or choice. Now, if I'm going to guess which one is going to win and become the director, I'm actually going to guess that's going to be John Krasinski, simply because John Krasinski recently has been wanting to 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 basically direct more often. Quiet Place 3, he's going to direct it. He's probably not even going to. In fact, I feel like Quiet Place 2. I have this theory that John Krasinski scene at the beginning wasn't actually going to happen, but they kind of wanted to add it because he's a big actor. Well, he's not a major actor, but he's somewhat of a big actor. He's noticeable, of course, Jim Halpert from The Office. I don't know who I would choose between these two, but I gotta say, this is great. This is like choosing between a burger or pizza. They're both great options, but you gotta pick one of them eventually. Yeah, you can't have both. I mean, I guess you could have someone be a co-director, but I don't think they would want to do that. But if I'm to guess, it's probably gonna be Krasinski. But just talk about this possibility is interesting. So we're gonna have to wait and see and find out. You guys let me know in the comment sections, who do you think is going to be the director. Now, of course, Cosmic Wonder in this video mainly says that it's John Krasinski who's more than likely directing. But I do got to put that out there. What if Bryce Dallas Howard directs? Who knows? Maybe that's a possibility. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.